Mama just said, would you make a song with YoungBoy?
Would I?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question, man.
So that's
a great question.
Yo, listen up, fam. The streets are straight up wild right now. And I'm not talking about no ordinary hype. Gee, Herbo is out here playing a dangerous game, and people are noticing. He's trying to keep one foot locked in Chicago with Lil Durk and O-Block, while the other foot's out near an NBA YoungBoy vibe. No cap, this situation is straight chaotic. And once I show you what just went down, you'll see why the whole internet is calling him out for playing both sides. We're talking about a man who ran with King Von, built his name alongside Lil Durk, and now he's in clubs rapping NBA YoungBoy lyrics like he's at a YoungBoy concert. And that's just scratching the surface. But it got really uncomfortable on that live stream with his son. That's when everyone realized what Herbo had been scheming all along. Stick close because this story runs way deeper than you think. And honestly, it's getting dangerous. I'm going to break it down from the beginning. Because if you don't know the history between G Herbo and Lil Durk, you can't even understand why this drama is next level. These ain't just rap homies, fam. These are ride or die day ones. We're talking about two Chicago legends who came up side by side, held it down for their city, and survived the same streets that took so many of their closest brothers. While other rappers were chasing record deals and bouncing to LA or Atlanta, these two stayed locked on Chicago, stayed true to their roots, and stayed loyal to each other. G Herbo reps No Limit, right? And if you really do your homework, you'll see the bond between No Limit and O-Block goes way beyond just names on a map. This ain't about flexing gang ties. It's about family, about people who grew up in the same blocks, went to the same schools, and lost the same friends to the same streets. Remember when Herbo got shot in the foot? You know who was in that hospital bed right next to him? That's real loyalty. Do your research and see it for yourself. These connections run mad deep. This ain't no friendship for cameras or clout. And here's the real kicker. King Von, rest in peace to the legend for real. He wasn't just Durk's artist or O-Block royalty. Von and G Herbo, they had a bond that went way past music. It was real life, real respect, real family. You can find pics of these two together, videos of them chopping it up in studios, at block parties, just straight up genuine love between two Chicago natives who knew the struggle. Herbo even said in an interview that King Von was his brother, that he loved him to death, and that he knew Von way before the fame hit. Those are his words, not mine. Keep that in your head as this story unfolds, because trust me, that statement is going to come back to bite him. Now, let's talk about loyalty in Chicago. Loyalty ain't just about riding when times are good, when the money's flowing, when everybody's winning. Nah, it's about who stays solid when everything hits the fan. And right now, everything's crumbling for Lil Durk. Fast forward to 2024, and this is where the story gets really messy. Lil Durk lands locked up on some serious charges. Chicago-born rapper Lil Durk appeared before a federal judge in Florida this morning. Yeah, we're talking murder for hire type federal case. The whole 9 yards. This ain't no typical arrest where you post bail and bounce the next day. Chicago-bred rapper Lil Durk is now facing charges in connection to a murder for hire plot. This is next-level danger. This is the kind of situation where you're staring down the possibility of spending the rest of your life behind bars. Cases like this, they show you exactly who's real and who's fake. While Lil Durk is locked up, probably thinking about his kids, his family, his future, the internet starts buzzing about G Herbo. And trust me, it ain't good. Fam, first the footage drops. And I'm not talking grainy. Hard to see clips. Now, this is crystal clear HD, multiple angles, every second documented. G Herbo in the club, but he ain't just there. He's turning up. And here's the wild part. He's rolling with NBA YoungBoy's crew. We're talking 4K members deep. We're talking OGs, YoungBoy's little brother right there in the same section. And Herbo, he ain't looking out of place at all. He ain't acting like he accidentally ended up there. Nah, Shorty's dancing, vibing, smiling, mad comfortable. Like this is exactly where he wants to be. Like these are his people now. and the streets are watching it all go down. Now, let me break down why this is a huge problem. NBA YoungBoy's artist Kondo Rondo was there the night King Von died. And Kondo's man, Lil Tim, he's the one who pulled the trigger that took Von's life. According to GBI, rapper King Von and his group were at Opium nightclub before making their way here to Monaco Hookah Lounge, then to the parking lot where chaos ensued. YoungBoy himself wasn't physically there in Atlanta that night, but the streets already know the score. Rumors are flying that YoungBoy bailed Tim out, gave him money to keep him afloat, and that they're still tight today. True or not, the streets don't care. The perception is reality. So now people see G members. Now, Herbo is rapping YoungBoy's music word for word, like he's at a YoungBoy concert. And I'm not talking a line or two while the beat plays. This was full-on tribute vibes. And the streets saw it. This man knew the lyrics bar for bar. We're talking word for word, every ad-lib, every pause. Like he studied the track like a certified NBA YoungBoy stand. He's in the club with his girl, and they're both going crazy to music. She's recording. He's performing for the camera, spitting YoungBoy's lyrics with the same energy. Like he's not just vibing, he's making a statement. Now, some might say, it's just music, bro, chill. Nah, in Chicago, it's way deeper than that. Music is how these dudes communicate. When you rap another man's lyrics, especially a man connected to your homie's biggest op, and especially while your homie is locked up fighting for his life, you're sending a message whether you like it or not. The comment section straight nuclear. O-Block BJ, the one who was there when Van died and who shot back at Tim, hopped in calling. Herbo soft, letting him know exactly what's up. No filter. And BJ ain't the only one. Folks from Dirk's camp, people from O-Block, they're all watching this unfold, and they're not impressed. The streets are buzzing and Herbo's every move is under the microscope. But here's what really blew the lid off everything. The live stream. G Herbo is chilling on. A live stream with Ben Dawn. All smooth, talking music, laughing, everything normal. Then his son steps into the frame right in front of hundreds of thousands of viewers and hits him with a question. Would you make a song with MB? A YoungBoy collab? Huh? Someone just said, would you make a song with YoungBoy? Would I? Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question, man. So, that's a great question. Yo, the way Herbo's face shifted in that moment, you could see his brain working overtime. He froze like a deer in headlights, eyes wide, stuttering, trying to figure out how to answer without ruining his reputation or burning bridges with either side. Finally, after what felt like forever, he blurts out, "That's a good question, man. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question, man." So answer. Great question, fam. If you're really solid with Dirk, if you really meant when you said King Von was your brother, the answer comes instantly. No hesitation, no stuttering, no games. That pause, that hesitation just told the streets everything they needed to know. It should have been a straight nah, that's not happening. But instead, hesitation. And in the streets, hesitation screams everything. It means you're already weighing your options. It means you're trying to keep both doors open. And that's when it hit everybody watching. G Herbo ain't accidentally ending up in these situations. He's been actively playing both sides. After that live stream, the internet detectives went full beast mode. People started digging through old interviews and they found plenty. There's a podcast clip where Herbo straight up says he's cool with both Dirk and YoungBoy. Me and YoungBoy, we don't got no beef. I'm cool with him. I want to see him win. Then in the same breath, he's talking about how King Von is his brother, how he loved him to death. But here's the problem. You can't love King Von and be cool with the people tied to his death. You can't call someone your brother and then party with their ops. That's not loyalty. That's playing both sides and everyone can see it. Now let me break it down. Playing both sides in Chicago dangerous. Chicago street politics ain't like anywhere else. You're either with someone or against them. No middle ground. When real beef is popping, when people are dying, sitting on the fence. is the ultimate disrespect to both sides. The streets notice everything. Dirk's crew is looking at Herbo like, "We thought you were family. We were there for you when you needed us. And now when we need you, you're in the club with our op." The betrayal vibes hit hard. But flip the script. YoungBoy's people aren't fools either. They see that Herbo is still tight with Dirk, so they're questioning him, too. Is this real, or is he just chasing clout? Trust. It's gone on both sides. Now Herbo's stuck in a mad danger spot. Nobody trusts him, and he's trying to play both sides. But both camps are seeing right through it. And when the streets think you're fake, things escalate fast, fam. The fallout insane. One group calling him a snake, claiming he chases whoever's hot. And let's keep it 100. Right now, NBA YoungBoy is one of the hottest rappers in the game. So yeah, some folks believe Herbo is just being strategic, aligning himself with whoever can boost his career. But in Chicago, moves like that can get real messy. Real quick, let's keep it real. When's the last time Herbo dropped a major hit? Maybe timing, fam. That makes this whole situation even more explosive. If this went down 2 years ago when Dirk was free and Vaughn was still alive, maybe it wouldn't hit as hard. But right now, Dirk's staring down life in prison. And that's exactly when you're supposed to show up for your people. Instead, we got Herbo looking like he's auditioning for 4KT. But here's what he might not be. Seeing this kind of move can get you hurt. I'm not hyping it up. I'm being real. When you're playing both sides in a beef where people have actually died, where real violence is real, you're putting yourself in serious danger. If someone from O Block catches Herbo in the wrong place at the wrong time, feeling some type of way about him partying with 4KT, what do you think might happen? And if someone from YoungBoy's camp thinks he's being fake, same thing. Herbo is creating a situation where he could be a target from both sides. Now zoom out. This ain't just about Herbo, and Lil Durk. The implications go way bigger than that. And the streets are watching every move. This is about a pattern. We keep seeing rappers switch up when the heat is on. Someone gets locked up, and suddenly all their so-called day ones start acting shady. All those people claiming to be family, they vanish or worse, start rolling with the ops. But this one hits harder because Herbo built his whole brand on authenticity, loyalty, and repping. Chicago, he's not some industry plan. He's a street dude who's lived every line he raps about. So when someone like that starts moving questionable, it shakes the streets. If Herbo can switch up, who can't? Now, let's talk about the message this sends to the younger generation. These kids are watching him in the club with 4KT. They see him freeze when his son asks about YoungBoy, and they're learning that loyalty is conditional, that it's okay to switch up when someone's down. That's dangerous, fam. The streets run on codes, respect, and loyalty. When those things break down, you can't trust nobody, and chaos spreads fast. The whole situation isn't just drama. It's a lesson being taught in real time. But here's what's truly scary. This could escalate into real violence. When you're playing both sides in a beef where people have already died, you're not just putting yourself at risk. You're putting everyone around you in danger. Imagine Herbo drops a song with YoungBoy. You think O Block is just going to shrug that off? Nah, that's seen as the ultimate disrespect. Or picture Herbo out somewhere with YoungBoy's crew, and someone from Chicago spots him. Someone who lost a friend in this beef. Someone still hurting over Vaughn's death. What might go down in that moment? People make emotional moves. They do things they can't take back. And it's not just Herbo at risk. His whole circle could catch the fallout. Playing both sides in a deadly beef puts everyone around you in danger. So where does this leave us? Herbo is in a seriously tough spot right now. And honestly, it's a spot he put himself in. Every move counts and the streets are watching, waiting to see what happens next. Herbo is getting roasted on social media. He's being called out by people from his own city, losing respect fast. And now he's got to figure out how to navigate this without destroying his reputation or getting hurt. Some think he's going to address it, maybe try to explain, say he's promoting peace. But that won't fly. People have already seen through it. Others think he'll ignore it, hoping it blows over. But in 2024, nothing blows over online. The videos of him in the club with 4K, they're going to haunt him forever. And Lil Durk, man, just imagine him sitting in that cell watching this all go down, watching someone he considered a brother in the club with his ops, rapping their music, trying to play both sides. That cuts deep. When you're locked up, you find out who's really riding for you. And right now, Herbo might not even be on that list. The streets are watching. The internet is watching. And we're just getting started. Smash that like button. Share this video with everyone who's plugged in. Turn on notifications and subscribe to RapLink, because the streets never sleep, and tomorrow's drop is going to be crazier, deeper, and absolutely unmissable. Is Herbo going to pick a side, or is he still going to try playing the middle? One thing's for sure, this beef just got real, and it's getting more dangerous by the day. When you're playing both sides in a situation like this, eventually something's got to give. Eventually, you either pick a side or both sides pick for you. The smart move, pick a side and stick with it. If he's riding with Durk and O'Block, then ride fully. Stop hitting clubs with 4KT. Stop rapping YoungBoy's music. But if you want to stay tight with YoungBoy, then understand what that means. Burning bridges with Durk, O'Block, and everyone in Chicago who once called him family. The worst move what he's doing right now. Trying to have it both ways. Playing politics in a situation where politics can get you killed. That's the most dangerous position you can be in, and that's exactly where Herbo is today. So, what do you think? Is Herbo wrong for trying to play both sides? Could this situation actually turn violent? The streets are watching, and everyone's waiting for the answer. Yo, make sure you join the family. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the streets never sleep, and we're just getting started. There are way more stories to uncover, and you don't want to miss a single one. We drop heat every single day in tomorrow's upload. Trust me, it's going to be even crazier, deeper, and absolutely unmissable. Smash that like button. Share this video with all your homeboys, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll catch you in the next one right here at RapLink, where the truth of the streets lives. Drop your comments below, because I want to hear what the people think. And make sure you subscribe, because the story is far from over. Things might get a lot worse before they get better. Stay safe out there, gang. And remember, loyalty ain't just a word, it's a lifestyle. Right now, we're all watching to see who's really about it. Because in Chicago, playing games can get you hurt. And Herbo, he's playing a very dangerous game. This isn't just rap beef anymore. It's about real-life consequences, real danger, and violence that could pop off at any moment. The streets are watching, and every move counts.